Right then, some of you may or may not have heard of Spam, right? There's going to be some youngsters out there that got no idea what it is. However, this is something that I've known for a long time. Fond memories. My nan used to have it. It is delicious, right? It's pork and ham kind of mixed together. I mean, it's a processed meat put in a can. But it's most famously known for doing Spam fritters. And that is what we're going to do today. So we're trying to see if I can release it. Yes, that's what we want. Look at that. So slice it up into chunks like this. We're just going to do Spam fritters. And honestly, this is a fun thing to do. We're not worrying about this being overly healthy. I mean, I'm fairly certain that a Michelin inspector isn't coming around my house. So, you know, Spam fritters. If you haven't got a fryer, don't worry. I have here a pan of oil getting hot. So it's quite thick. I mean, we're going to shallow fry it. If you've got a deep fat fryer, that would be fine. That would be great. However, this, I'm just going to get a pan getting quite warm. All right. We want it to be about 180 degrees, okay? So the batter is very, very simple. It is self-raising flour. Then into that, you can use sparkling water if you want to, or in this case I'm going to use a beer. This is a Hand and Flowers ale, and I'm just going to add it to the flour just so you get a nice batter consistency, okay? We'll leave it there. I don't want to make it too loose. We can adjust it later if we need to. Whilst that's warming through, in another pan, in another plate here, just a dusting of flour. So we dust our Spam fritters in the flour first, then into the batter, then we're going to go into the oil. Now when they come out of the oil, I want to season them up, and I want to season them up with loads of other flavours. So I'm going to use here crumbly stock cube, garlic granules, smoked paprika, some dried thyme, and then table salt. And this is our seasoning mix. So when it comes out, I'm going to dust it with it, okay? Now, to serve with it, as we've got a tin of Spam, we're now going to have a tin of original mushy peas. And that goes in to the pan. I mean, this is like the ultimate kids treat. This is so nostalgic for me. We're going to pimp these peas up a little bit. We're going to put into them some capers. So it's kind of like making a really kind of like cross between mushy peas and tartar sauce. And to go in with those capers, I've got here some pickled cucumbers. So I'm going to chop them, and some pickled onions. Keep them all quite chunky. You want it to have texture. And that could go into the mushy peas. I'm going to slice very thinly my pickled onions. And then that can also go into the mushy peas. I'm just going to have a little, look at that, perfect. You drop the batter, it bubbles up like that, then you know that it is ready for frying. Spam fritters, dusted in the flour, and then you drop it into the batter. And very gently pop it into the hot oil, okay? This is not one to do with the kids. And you can see straight away that that batter's puffing up. Honestly, food like this I find so exciting. I mean, I love the fact that we've got acclaimed restaurants full of brilliant chefs and front of house staff that are working incredibly hard to offer fantastic meals. But Spam fritters and mushy peas, I mean, come on, it doesn't get any better than that. And you can see it's puffing up. Oh yes! Look at them! How great do they look? The batter's really nice and crispy. The mushy peas with the capers, the pickled onions, and the gherkins are heating up. And whilst they're frying, I'm just going to knock together a very simple dipping sauce to have on the side. So I've got here something called Daddy's Cool chili sauce. I mean, you can use anything you like, but this is kind of like a mild chili sauce. Lovely, flavoursome. Lots a load of that in. And then to that, some mayonnaise. And then mix it all together to create this lovely dipping sauce. Kind of like a chili curry kind of flavour. It's absolutely delicious. As the spam fritters are cooking, crisping up, just when they're brown all over, take them out, drain them on some kitchen roll, and season them up with that spice mix that we did. Just whilst they're hot, okay? So that kind of spice mix sits on that batter and just gets absorbed, okay? And then we are ready to serve. We put the lovely mushy peas with the gherkins and the capers and the pickled onions through them. Couple these spam fritters. And then just a nice blob of this slightly spicy chili curry-like dipping sauce. And that is it. Simple as that. Beautiful flavours, really easy tinned products turned into something fun, tasty, crispy, crunchy. I mean, that's a dream come true, that.